Catching has evolved so much over the last 10 years. High school players are better than ever. College and pros are operating at an elite level. But if you look at it closer, it's actually not that much more complicated. With catching, we always want to keep everything simple. From our signal stance, put your feet in a V, heels together, going straight down, glove here, up against our cup, knees facing the shortstop and the second baseman. Only person who needs to see our signal is the pitcher. We don't want to be here, we don't want to be here. We don't want anybody else to see our signals. If you have the PitchCom things or the headset app, it makes it a little bit easier, but we still want to be conscious of how to give proper signals. From there, we want to be in the best position to receive the ball. As a catcher, our job is not to change the pitch. Our job is to present the ball to the umpire in the best way possible. Whether you're giving a target, relaxing and sticking, whether you're in a 2-point stance and you can sway and have some lateral movement, or you prefer a knee down stance where we're going to drop our glove and come up through the ball. Remember, we want to work through the ball, not be chasing it all over the place. If you're trying to do a certain skill, like target, down, work up through it, and it's causing you to miss pitches and balls are going off your glove, just give it a break for a little bit. This is just like timing as a hitter. The guys who do it, it's nice and smooth. The guys who don't are just catching balls and moving them all over the place. That's what we mean by keep it simple. Every catching tactic in the world only helps if it works for you. The first thing I'm going to tell you as a catcher is you want to have guys you look up to, guys you're trying to emulate. So whether that's Adley Rutschman, Wilson Contreras, JT Realmuto, Alejandro Kirk, mine were Pudge Rodriguez, Mike Matheny, Charles Johnson, Javi Lopez, Jorge Posada, whoever they are, take pieces of their game, watch them, and try to emulate it. We're going to keep it simple and break it down and get through this so you can get to catching and trying this stuff out. We went over signal, feet in a V, go straight down on our toes. Our primary from a 2-point stance, feet open, heels under our shoulders. We're going to squat forward, roll our knees forward, sit up. The benefit to being in this position is I can make my target the width of the plate and still center it on my head. It gives me a ton of lateral movement. Some guys don't have the hip flexibility to do it, but you're going to need flexible hips. So I always tell guys, if you can't catch from a 2-point stance, we don't need to be getting into a 1 knee down stance quite yet. Remember, a 1 knee down stance was designed to help 6'4" catchers get under power sinkers. Most guys aren't catching power sinkers that are 93, 94 miles an hour, and most catchers aren't 6'3", 6'4". Hip flexibility is going to be key. Roll those knees forward, get them out of the way of your target, and now I can go from here to here with a runner on. Right foot off my instep, slightly wider than shoulder width apart. I'm going to keep an L here, 90-degree angle, so I'm here, target down, hand behind my glove. You can put your throwing hand wherever you want. I always put it behind my glove so I could follow my target, keep it out of the way. Look, I got college paid for because I could throw guys out. This was my moneymaker. I wasn't about to have it here or somewhere where it could get hit. It's either behind my ankle or behind my glove. In a fist, following it. Also made it easier for exchanges. So I'm here, hand behind my glove. Boom, boom. Keeps it safe, keeps it out of harm's way. And I got told the same thing. Big leaguers keep it here. Tried that one summer, caught a foul ball after freshman year of college, missed 6 weeks. I needed those at bats. If you watch Major League games, guys get hit in the hand all the time. They have guaranteed contracts. You don't. As a catcher, everything I teach is to get you out of the gear, into the dugout, and as few pitches as possible. That means keeping our pitcher in a good rhythm, getting every call we can from the umpire, and keeping the pace of the game going. And the little things add up. Which target would you rather throw to? Here or a big mailbox? Or here? We want to be a big mailbox. You don't want to throw to a little mailbox. We want the pitcher to have confidence when he looks in that he can pick up his target, and it's so big there's no way he can miss it. Even if we're a little guy, we don't want to make ourselves too tiny. Good shoulders, we're up here, we're dropping our knee to take away the reference point, but we still want to have our head high enough that on a pitch belt high, we're still getting that call. That's the other thing. We want to be communicating with our umpire. As long as we have our mask on, we can say anything we want. The trick is, as long as we're facing forward, we can have a very civil discussion about balls and strikes, about what he's seeing versus what we're seeing. If I have a pitch here and I come up, stick it, and I don't get it, half count, throw it back, facing forward with our mask on. We know his name. Say his name's Carl. Hey, Carl, did you have that out? Yeah, I had that out. Okay, we'll bring that in. We want to know where the zone is, so we're not setting up in a spot that's never going to get called. We got to know the edge of the zone, or at least his interpretation of it. Plus, it's going to help hold him accountable. Every once in a while, you're going to get an umpire who says, yeah, I probably missed that one. No worries, we're all human. Try to keep him happy. Sticking anything longer than a half count is showing him up. Make sure you know what you're doing. Pro tip, don't do it in the first, second, or third innings. Save making a point till later in the game if you need to. But again, you want to find out what works best for you. Do receiving drills without a glove, in a 2-point, and a 1 knee down stance. Working on swaying from side to side is going to help you understand what your range is. A good catcher is going to be able to get 4 to 6 inches off the plate and usually 6 to 8 pitches a night. If we're on a knee, we're going to have a lot less lateral mobility. It's going to be tougher to make this pitch look like a strike. Whereas from here, I can be here. Just something to think about. It's going to save your legs a little bit, but how many more pitches are you going to be catching? At the younger levels, this is going to make a bigger difference. If I'm in a one knee down stance, I want to figure out on each pitch, where am I the most vulnerable? If I have a lefty throwing a breaking ball that's going to go this way, I don't want to be pushing here and trying to get around this ball when it's most likely to go that way if it gets away from him. I'm going to want to be here so I can kick and get over. That's where the tipping pitches at the college level and high school level comes into play, because guys will vary which knee is up and down, and it will start to tip pitches. Something you have to be careful of. More catchers now are tipping pitches than pitchers. If you don't want to think about all that, it might be easier to just stay in a 2-point stance. But do what works for you. Do what's more comfortable. As long as you maintain your hip flexibility, as long as you catch the ball, we're good. The number one job of a catcher is to what? Catch the ball. That's right. Keep the backstop clean. Even if there's no runners on, a ball in the dirt that gets away is your pitcher standing on the mound while you get another one or you go chase it down, and he's standing there going, do, 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 do. It's not a good place for pitchers. We don't want them sitting around thinking about stuff. We want to be the catcher that every pitcher wants to throw to. I track our catcher's ERA. How many runs does each catcher give up on average in a 7-inning game when they catch? A lot of times the numbers are pretty similar across your catchers, but every once in a while you'll see guys who have a significantly higher ERA as a catcher, and it's really not an ERA, it's just a runs average, because it's the little things that add up. A ball that gets away, that gets a guy in a scoring position. A ball that's coming in from the outfield, we don't make the right calls and keep that guy off a second. We always try to let this ball go through. How many guys really get thrown out at home? It's like less than 15%. Every outfielder is going to go, dude, I was totally going to throw him out. If he crosses your peripheral vision when you're looking here, or come up, catch it, and try to cut the guy off a second, or tell your cutoff, cut 2. Keeping runners out of scoring position is the number 2 priority for a catcher. That's why we want to throw runners out. That's why we want to catch everything. That's why we want to block and keep everything close. Your receiving matters. Your catch and throw matters. Your blocking matters. How you command the field, how you keep the pitcher in rhythm, how you control things like cutoffs and keep the runners from advancing to the next base, how you backpick runners. All of it comes into play. We're going to get into all of it. I'm Swag and Shades. Hope that helps.